but I'm doing it for you. Especially, it's miraculously ready.
Ah! Tea, nobody was here and tea's made.
That's how I roll. Miraculously things happen. I just pick up pots.
Do you do any of the chores? Do you ever, like, the you know?
Listen, I'm a princess.
You are a princess, no? And the princess holds, thank you.
That's my coffee, which is miraculously ready too. So New York of us.
So what's it like? Tell me, what's it like to
It's exactly like Bombay for me. The way
Really?
I live. Yeah. I have my staff, my cook's here, my valet is here, and I have a mirror image of my team in India to my team here. So my life stays the same. It's a well-oiled machinery, and every single person is just substituted here. Besides Basanti, of course, because no one can substitute Basanti.
What does Basanti do?
Basanti is my cook. She's third generation in my family. And when I started living alone about 5-6 years ago, when I moved out of my parents' house, she moved from Jharkhand. So we both sort of learned how to live alone together. So now I can't live without her and she can't live without me. Now it's become that.
So you never get lonely? You asked me to bring you achaar, so you're missing home.
Achaar I miss.
Only achaar?
No, I don't know what it is about home that I miss. I just miss the familiarity, you know? I mean, I've built a world around myself where nothing's really different.
Correct. So there isn't that much that's different in terms of infrastructure.
Yeah, nothing actually. My house is also like pretty much the same.
But it's a lovely house. Did you choose this?
Yeah, it took me 2 months. I looked around a lot. I knew I wanted to be close to the studio. Our studio is just about 15 minutes, 20 minutes from here. Because we shoot there at least 3-4 days in an episode. And an episode is 8 days. So the rest of it we're on location. Are we on location today or we're in the studio? Okay, we're in the studio today. That would have been fun if you guys came when we were on location. Like when we were on the roads and
streets,
stuff.
yeah.
It's demented.
Really?
It's really fun.
So tell me this, do you find yourself sort of missing the Hindi film setup? I mean, is there anything different in terms of the work?
Yeah. I miss the language, I miss the dancing, I miss the music.
Oh, you don't get to dance?
I don't. I want to really get Alex Parrish to break out into a song.
You should.
I desperately want to. I mean, see, our show has a lot of music. So it's musical very, very much, but I don't get to do a Hindi movie like song
Hindi
and
movie
dance
moment.
situation. But I try and find it everywhere. Like in Baywatch, I've done so much slow motion, it's amazing. Like in my entire Hindi movie career, I must have not done as much slow motion.
As a villain? You're a villain in slow motion?
Yeah. So as a villain in Baywatch, I'm dressed in couture, super high heels. She's extremely fancy. She's like a billionaire bombshell. And she doesn't like the griminess of a beach and like putting her feet into the sand and all. It's too pedestrian. She's extremely elevated. So every time she walks and she takes a turn, it's in slow motion. And I was telling Seth, he's like, but your hair just falls so nice. I have to do this in 90 frames. And I was like, every shot you want to do in 90 frames. What's happening? So, but the hair falls well. I was like, I'm a Hindi movie actor, man. I know how to do slow-mo. He's like, clearly, every shot you wanted to take in slow-mo. It was really fun.
So is there a moment here where you ever have to do the things that you didn't do in India? Like, you know, of course you didn't make me the tea right now. But let's say, you know, shopping for vegetables or laundry or any of those things.
No.
Never. And there's no romance about that because you know some
I don't
actors
like
say
to cook and I don't like housework. My dadi used to always say, "Kuch shaadi nahi karega, khana nahi banana aata, ghar pe kuch karti nahi hai, she's a working girl." But my nana and my father both said कि हम इसके लिए cook भेज देंगे. कोई ज़रूरत नहीं बेटा, you go to work. And if I have to do it, I can, of course. I mean, I can make you eggs.
It's pretty good.
Maggie. But I am amazing at ordering food. So you'll never go hungry.
Listen, my mother-in-law used to say that, but supervisory ठीक ठाक
Supervisory मैं इतनी अच्छी करती हूँ.
मैं
I am such a great supervisory person and I throw the best parties. I mean, I have a lot of help, but I do.
Right.
But my decision making is really great. So I can set it up. I'm very domestic like that.
Yeah.
but the rest of it, no.
So show me the house.
Alright, let's visit the house. Look at this, isn't this cute? My hairstylist from India gave it to me for my birthday, Priyanka.
Lovely.
So that's my dad, and because he sings, that's the microphone for my dog who's kept my passport because he doesn't want me to leave. Me with my wine and my phone that's always ringing. Food because I love it and it's obviously all vegetarian. My brother is a chef. My mom who handles finances, medicine, house, my dates.
She's juggling everything else.
She's juggling everything and being fabulous at it. And so cute, right?
Yeah, that's lovely.
Alright, I'll take you guys downstairs. This is the living room. Bedrooms are on that side, but I can't take you.
We need to see your pictures.
Oh, my family, of course. This was sent to me by ABC because at the upfronts, instead of giving a speech, I performed. Because I was like, guys, I do that for a living. They were pretty shocked because they've never seen actors dance and sing, right?
Yeah, but you're the triple threat, right?
That's what I say. I said, I'm not a stereotype. I'm a triple threat. I did a mashup of popular songs, American English songs, and changed the lyrics and made them all about ABC.
Oh.
And it was just really fun. So this is my guitar corner, which I don't know how to play.
I love it. It's my guitar corner. I love it.
I want to learn. So I have it set up.
It'll happen.
It's a failure of mine. This is the wine cellar and the bar, whatever. This is a confused room now.
What is the
It used to be a pool table, like a game room, but I've changed it to like a fitting glam room. So because I have to do fittings and stuff all the time,
right,
as you can see, and I have so many extra clothes, winter stuff especially.
Yeah.
So I converted this into like a hair and makeup, that kind of situation.
Nice.
And this this pool table ends up having all my accessories and shoes. It was so funny yesterday. There were so many shoes on this and I was like, guys, oh my god, this is leather. Then that's Basanti's room, which I will not open because she'll kill me.
Okay.
This should be like a massage sort of space, but this is a theatre.
How lovely.
This because I need. Because I'm an actor, I need a private theatre in my house.
Do you watch a lot?
No.
Do you get time?
No. I just need it. It's my job. I should have a private theatre.
Yeah, you should. And it's a
Really?
lovely little space.
Yeah, it's really cute. I have this, I don't know, I have a thing about, screening rooms. I have one in my Juhu house as well.
Really?
Again, never used. Completely virginal. Has never been used. It's terrible. Yeah. And then...
And there's a gym in the house?
It's attached to the house, but it's mine. But it has separate entrances and stuff for, your trainer and everything.
Right.
So that'd be like a separate entrance.
And how often do you exercise?
I try and... I'm on an ME diet at the moment.
What is an ME diet?
I have to fit into this dress.
Nice.
Cute, right? It's small enough.
Nice. And what can you eat and what can't you eat?
I'm just trying to lose a little bit of girth.
Girth! I see a lot of girth on you to lose. Where is this girth?
No, it's this couture gown that is being like made and custom made, and I just have to be. I'm not going to eventually be in the shape that I'm channeling Kate Moss, and that's not gonna happen.
And how long do you have before you get into the MA gown?
Next week.
Oh,
doing a fitting tomorrow.
So what, are you starving now?
No. Never, children. Starve. Always eat. I am eating everything, but it's just control.
So tell me, what's the biggest struggle of the week?
Initially, it was to educate people about what all I was capable of. Now, Quantico is on air, people can see what I am. But used to see me as like a stereotype of what Bollywood is supposed to be. That everything, the emotions are heightened and... but that's not true. We can do anything. And, that struggle was very hard. Like, I had to really break down concrete to not be that stereotype. Especially because I picked a part which was an FBI agent. It was just nothing to do with my either ethnicity or Hindi movies. And at the same time, to do a film where I'm playing the villain in the movie. I'm curating about 3 Hindi films, which I'm going to see which one I'll end up doing when I have my hiatus next time, which will be next year, March.
You haven't signed anything yet?
I don't need to at the moment because I can't start it before March. But I have like 4 directors writing, developing things. So we'll see which one I'll pick. But they're all just really amazing stories.
Do you think this whole experience of acting here will enable you to be a better actor in India?
No, I think the experience of all the work that I have done made me the better actor. This just has given me exposure to the world. Like I had a director, it's really funny. She used to keep telling me, less with the hands. And I'm like, I'm Indian. I talk like this. It's like Italians. So finally I made that my character trait in Alex. She uses hands, I can't help it. But like things like that are a little different.
But the grammar of acting is not?
No, not to me. The way I convinced Maharashtra that I was Peshwan Bai and I could speak Marathi in Kamine or in Bajirao, that way I'm convincing America that I'm an American girl every Sunday. The language of filmmaking is the same. It's television that's different. Ugh, no one sent me that memo. It's so hard. The speed is insane.
How much do you shoot? Like, what's a typical day like?
Usually 15-hour days, 12 to 15-hour days. And because I'm in almost everything, I work almost every day, most hours. But the first lady tries to be nice to me by putting my work together because I'm the only one who works every day almost. And then the weekends I do all my India commitments or all the promo stuff that I have to do. Like this week I had Fashion Week, next week I have Emmys, the week after that I'm doing an ad that comes from India. It's pretty much exactly like how I used to work in India. Yeah, nothing's changed.
Now for what? Since 1999, since Ang Lee's Crouching Tiger, the term crossover. Since that movie made 100 million, I think directors started to think about an Indian film that could perhaps cross over. Hasn't happened. There was a lot of conversation about Aishwarya, for a fleeting moment about Malika Sherawat, but truly you're the first Indian star to cross over into mainstream America.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about what you did differently?
I think what I did differently was I stood my ground and I did it on my terms. That I didn't go looking for it, it came to me. I ended up accidentally meeting the VP of casting. She saw a bunch of my work, flew down to India, thought that I could be the talent that does crossover because of the way I speak, the way I look, or just who I am, and decided to curate and create a show for me. And they created a show for me, and I told them, listen, I'm used to being the face on a poster. So if you can get me that, then I'll do the show for sure. And I don't want to do my big fat Punjabi wedding. Like I don't want to do whatever would stereotype us. And to their credit, they found me that. Like even with Baywatch, I shot Baywatch exactly how I shot Bajirao Mastani, which was on the weekends of Quantico. Paramount and ABC sat down together and figured out my schedule. I don't know how it happened. I mean, they literally shot me out when Zach and Dwayne Johnson were on set. They were always on my angles and always on my shots because I was the one who had to leave the next day and they would shoot them after I'm gone. I've worked for that many years. I have a certain respect in films that I do and I have to respect the audience that's put me there. So if I ever do something, I don't want to settle.
You didn't settle?
I never settled.